Sly News, one of Mr. Sly Media right here. This right here is my review on the Madam Web movie. I know I'm late on this. This movie, like I said, is everybody says it's a bad movie, terrible movie, but just recently it was the number one movie on Netflix. So I decided to talk about it since it's so bad that everybody's talking about it. I'm gonna give my take on it, tell you what I think about the film. So the film stars pretty much follows Madam Web, her and Ben Parker and all that. We already know who Ben is. Ben Parker is, and pretty much story of him trying to of her. Pretty much follows the story of him and her being these paramedics, and also with Madam trying to save these three little girls from the Spider Man villain from the well. They don't say the word Spider Man. They said of a guy that can crawl on walls and all that kind of stuff. They can't use the word Spider Man, but this guy pretty much like is trying to go after these three girls, not little girls, but three girls, teenage girls, because he knows they're gonna one day, come back and kill him because he knows what's gonna happen and what they become and everything. So pretty much the film's following her trying to stop. Pretty much she's trying to save these girls, trying to stop him, and she discovers about her mom, and discovers her powers of how she can see visions and see the future before it happens and all. And so, man. I understand what they were trying to do. Sony was trying to do this film. The film has its moments. Like I think the moments when like the guys coming after the girls and they're trying to stop them. I feel like that was more like it's thriller. It's exciting when we see that and all that. But everything else from the action set piece, the fighting skill, from the fighting and all that, it seemed like more better when you see Madam Web showing her vision than actually in real time when it happens. So like I said, the film has potential, but the dialogue, even Sydney Sweeney's in this film. That's why everybody's like, "How you do a bad film? You have Sydney Sweeney in it, and all." Dakota Johnson in this film as well. Man, it's like I said, the jokes, the dialogue, and all in the film, it just doesn't match up what it's doing. It's just like you don't even think it's a real film. You almost think it's a parody, but this is actually a real movie. Seems like Sony was really trying to start like their Spider Verse. They've been trying this forever with their Spider Verse, and this film is just. I'm like, dang. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I've seen worse. I'm gonna cap. I've seen worse, but this film ain't it. If you see right here on the back of my dialogue. I mean, back on my wall right here. How much of a Spider-Man fan I am. I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man is Marvel. Like to me, like he is the face of Marvel. Like Batman's the face of DC. Spider-Man's the face of Marvel. Like Spider-Man is Marvel, but man, I understand what Sony's trying to do with this franchise, but dang, with their franchise, but dang, it's filming it. And then the girl, like I said, the girl's only in their costume till like the end of the movie, which I guess I understand that, but still, like I said, the film doesn't match up what it seemed like it was trying to do at all. Even got an end credits. We even got at the ending when Ben's with his sister, and like when the girls say, "Oh, Ben loves it," no responsibility and all that, and Madam Web said, "Oh, that's what he thinks and all that," because we know, of course, Spider-Man happens, bad stuff happens to Spider-Man's parents. Ben has to take him in. We know the story and all that. Ben Parker, the only comic book character that stays dead and never comes back and all that and everything. But he has a famous line: "Comes with great power, comes great responsibility," and all. So and everything. So yeah, like even when they even hit that, Peter said, "Oh, about also Emma Roberts in this film as well. She plays Spider Man's mom. She plays Peter Parker's mom, I should say." And she even talks about, "Oh yeah, he's in my stomach, just jumping around and crawling and all that in my stomach." So because pretty much hitting it like putting the lines like we know, okay, Spider Man supposed to be in the film. Like I said, this film had potential. You could have redid Son of Sony, but dang. And you got Dakota Johnson, Sydney Sweeney. You got actors in this movie. Even Mike Epps in the film, he has a small role. He's in this film as well. This film had potential, but it just Sony just been dropping the ball with Morpheus and all that and everything. It just Sony has just been dropping the ball with their films. Even though I actually liked it, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I actually liked it Morpheus a lot. I liked it Morpheus better than I liked it Matter Web. Morpheus the movie is actually pretty good and all that. I understand why people didn't like it, but I actually thought Morpheus was more entertaining than this one. It just wow. Oh my goodness, Sony with this Madam Web movie. I can see why people didn't like it. I kind of see why it was so bad. I just like, man, it's number one on Netflix. Let me check it out and see what's going on. Let's see what this movie about. And like, I'm just like, yeah, this movie just not it. Yeah, see why people ain't like it. It just has me laughing, just very funny, just very funny, hysterical. I mean, no, it's not trying to be funny, not supposed to be a comedy, but does have me laughing. Like, yeah, I know. So I think with Sony is like I always talk about with the Sonic franchise. I'm a big fan of Sonic franchise. You got to take your time, or how Marvel did. You see, even Marvel's taking their time with their films now. The only movie they got coming out this year is really Deadpool 3. That's it. Nothing else coming out. Because even Marvel was oversaturated with so much film and TV shows. They were like, hold on, let's pump the brakes. Let's take a step back, especially with the writer's strike that happened. It was kind of let's take a break. Let's chill. Let's regroup and all that. We're putting so much stuff out, everybody's not liking it, and I'm glad they're stopped doing it. They're only gonna put out the films that people like and all that. The people are a fan of. Even though I heard they are doing a Moon Knight season 2, which I didn't like that. I didn't really like Moon Knight that much. I know they're trying to do a Midnight Suns. Now I'm more interested in that because that's where we get Blade and all those guys in the Midnight Suns. You know, TV show. I think it's gonna be a TV show, Midnight Suns TV show. And I'm interested in that. That got potential, Midnight Suns TV show, but Moon Knight season 2. Hopefully, we get introduced to the Midnight Suns or something like that. But I don't know why they're doing the Moon Knight season 2. But oh well. But even Marvel had to do that though. They had to pump their brakes and chill out because it's like, hey, we're doing too much. Let's take our time. Let's regroup. Because after with the death of Iron Man and Captain America, it's hard to replace all that. So they like had to regroup. Then the whole Jonathan Majors situation and all that. So like they really got to regroup now. Marvel does with everything. So they're trying to take everything one step at a time. So with Deadpool 3 coming out, Deadpool, it reminds me of the comic book. Yeah, I read the comic book. Deadpool kills Marvel. Now with this movie, Deadpool can save Marvel. So kind of, very funny with that with the film. Deadpool can actually save Marvel, but Marvel had to take their time because they did too much stuff. So you got to take your time. But the Sonic franchise, what I like with them is they're taking one step at a time. First, they had the Sonic movie out. Then we got Sonic movie 2. Then, okay, year after that, we get the Knuckles TV show. Now they're doing Sonic movie 3 that comes out this year. It's just as well. So just take your time, Sony. I feel like you're rushing too much. Take your time. No, Venom 3 is coming out and Kraven the Hunter is coming out. People are so skeptical about Kraven the Hunter because it's like with Kraven the Hunter, it's like you got it coming out in December with all these other blockbusters coming out. I mean, to me, that kind of tells me that Sony may not believe in the film, or this rumor is actually circling. I heard from another YouTube channel, they're saying, well, no, Sony actually believes in Kraven the Hunter. They feel like this can be a good film. I saw the trailer. The trailer looks good. I never saw the trailer for Madam Web, so I don't know how Madam Web look or what's going on there. I never saw a trailer for Madam Web, but I've seen the trailer for I saw the trailer for Kraven the Hunter. It looks pretty good. It looks kind of dope. Looks interesting. I'm interested to see Kraven the Hunter. Like I said, all these characters they're doing, I remember watching and seeing them on a Spider-Man cartoon. So I mean, I'm not upheld or feel like, oh, I don't want to not with none of the characters they're doing, but I'm like, okay, I know they feel like Sony doesn't get they have so much good rogue gallery with their villains. Like Marvel with Spider-Man with Marvel, they have so many good villains. They don't just know how to do them properly. Sony really doesn't get. They have you have the face of Marvel. You got the piece. You know what I'm saying? You almost got the fire, and you just don't know how to use it. You not really know how to blast it and use it. Because Spider-Man to me has the best rogue gallery of villains is Spider-Man. He has the best rogue gallery of villains to me. With Green Goblin, Hobgoblin, Doc Ock. That's just to name a few. So you have, what I'm saying? You have the tools and all that and everything. It just don't know how to use them and all that. So I don't know. I know that Hail Mary seems like it's gonna be with Kraven the Hunter and Venom 3. That's what I'm hoping. But even the storyline I'm hearing about for Venom 3 is he's supposed to run into a young Spider-Man as a kid, try to kidnap him or something like that. A young Peter Parker. So I'm just like, no. When I hear that story, I'm like, no, Sony, just no. Come on, don't do that and all that. Don't do that. It's just like you're trying to put too much emphasis, forcing oh, Spider-Man's in it. I know even in the Morpheus film, they even have they show him a picture of Spider-Man in the Morpheus film. But I'm just like, Sony, you don't have to mention everything about Spider-Man. You could just do a film straight up and don't mention anything. We just know, hey, we know this is Spider-Verse. We know this and that. But you don't have to mention Spider-Man. Like the end of that Morpheus movie that didn't make any sense when Vulture showed up. That end credit scene made no sense at all. Completely. It made no sense at all. But you don't have to do that. That's what I feel like with Sony. You're trying to push out too much stuff. You're not taking time. You're just rushing and putting out anything. You just keep on trying to force, I just said, the matter when we talk about, oh, we know that's Spider-Man's uncle. Oh, we know that's his mother. Oh, and all that. You don't really gotta do that. Just take your time and just settle and put the pieces in together. You don't have to just throw it out there automatically that we know what you're talking about and all that and everything. So I don't know if like the writers they're hiring or whatever, it's just not working. You know, the person that did this, I think the person that did this actually did Power Rangers movie, which I'm a big fan. I don't care what nobody said. That movie was good. The Power Ranger movie was good. I don't care what nobody say. You can argue with me about that, whatever. That movie was good. The Power Ranger movie came out in 2017. I just don't feel like it was marketed properly. That movie was good. The Power Ranger movie was. But, you know. So, like I said, the Craven the Hunter trailer looks good. It looks good. I think it has potential. It looks good from what I saw from the first trailer and all that. I like Aaron Taylor Johnson actor, so I really hope and pushing for it. I want Sony to win. Like I said, you want every film to be good. I want Sony to win because like I said, you got the tools you need. You got the Spider-Man Rogue Gallery. You can do whatever you want and all that. Cause you see with Into the Spider Verse, they knocked that out completely. Y'all be killing it with Into the Spider Verse and all that. But when it comes to live action, you just can't. I don't know if it's different writers or something like that. Maybe that's why I just can't seem to get work good. Because that's what it seems like with this Man of Web. The dialogue was just so out of place and all that. So, and everything. So, like I said, that's just my opinion on, this little rant I'm doing about with Sony and what they're doing with Marvel. Like I said, the Venom 3, the way I'm hearing this storyline, this could be just a rumor. It doesn't sound good. Maybe it might work. But I just feel like you don't have to really include Spider-Man and everything. You can just do it separate entity by yourself. Nah, I know the Knuckles TV series, they did have Sonic and Tails were in the first episode, but then that was it. You never no mention about Sonic and Tails. Like, this was straight Knuckles. And people liked it. And then that was actually rated higher on Rotten Tomatoes than the two Sonic movie was, the Knuckles TV show. So you don't really see from other franchises Sony was doing what Marvel was doing and everything, where you don't have to like put everything out and mention everything all in one. No, that's what DC messed up at too. That's why DC's on a rebuilding thing right now with Superman. Now they depend on Superman Legacy to come out next year and have that be good, because that's pretty much what it is. Like, you can't rush it. You can't push stuff out. You got to take your time with it and let these pieces come together and all that. That's what I feel like Sony should do. With Craven the Hunter, hopefully no mention of Spider-Man. Now it's just straight his film. That's it. You don't got to mention no Spider-Man, no nothing. That's it. This Craven Hunter is his film. Later on the films, in the other films, if you do sequels and all that, then you can mention Spider-Man and all that. But you don't have to put Spider-Man in all of this and everything. So that's like I said, that's my take on. Like I said, I think that's what I'm thinking about the matter what Sony needs to start doing, especially with this failed thing they did with the Madam Web movie. Oh my goodness and all that. Everything. You couldn't be good on Valentine's Day weekend. Shoot, dang, all that. That's to me that almost could have been like the perfect movie to do during Valentine's Day as well, written correctly. But dang, But like I said, this is my take on. Like I always say, if you like the content, don't hit that like and subscribe button. Comment on the video as well if you like it. Like I said, I got videos coming. Like I said, it was no big movie news this week. That's why I've been doing the thing on Amy Rose. Check me out for that. I got my review on what I think about Amy Rose being Sonic 4. And like I said, I just did another video last week on Beverly Hills Cop, the new movie that's coming out with Eddie Murphy. Check me out for that. And I did a review on Planet Ace movie. But the only thing I know I'm coming out with later on this week is when Bad Boys 4 come out. We'll be seeing that. I'll do my out theater reaction review on it. And I'll sit right here with y'all and talk about what I think about the film and how it was, Bad Boys 4, when I go see it. But this is my review on Madam Web movie. This is my review on just everything what Sony I think needs to do with Spider-Man and all. Like I said, I just feel like take your time, Sony. Don't try to rush and put a lot of stuff out. Hopefully, your two Hail Marys you got with Venom 3 and Craven the Hunter that come out this year, hopefully both of them do well and all that. And I feel like after that, just take a break and just really take your time with it when you do your next film. Make it right. You have all the tools you need. You don't need to rush out, put anything. You got the keys. You got nothing but like your Infinity Stones with the Spider-Man Rogue Gallery. Because I keep on saying this again. Spider-Man to me has the best feelings out of everybody in the Marvel franchise. So you got the tools you need. Just got to know how to use them correctly and all that. So, but y'all have a good day. Be safe for yet. This is Sly News, right? It's one of us, Sly Media. Y'all have a good day. I'm out.